Did you know that the makeup and skincare you use can have an effect on your eyes? It might sound obvious, but there's a plethora of ways that the things we do to our eyes for beauty could actually be harming us. Today, I'm covering the top 5 beauty blunders I see in my clinic and giving you some alternatives to consider.
Welcome to Eye School with Dr. D, where my goal is to arm you with the knowledge you need to take control of your eye health and have the best vision possible. Like and subscribe for videos every week.
Welcome to Saturday Eye School. I'm your host, Dr. D. Here on Saturday School, we take a look through a different lens at eye health and vision topics. This month, I'm doing Ask the Eye Doc Saturdays, where I answer some of the most common questions I get about eyes and eye health. If you're interested in learning more about cosmetics in the eye, consider subscribing because I post videos twice a week and I often talk about makeup, skincare, and eye beauty trends relating to how they affect our eye health. So eyes often receive much of our attention when it comes to beauty, which is no surprise considering how central and important they are to our overall look. However, many of the common and popular things that we're doing to our eyes can actually be harmful. So today I've prepared my top 5 beauty blunders when it comes to the eye. This list is curated with the most sensitive of eyes in mind, so it's entirely possible that some of these things don't affect your eyes currently. All I ask you to do is consider the long-term effects and make your own best decisions when it comes to eye beauty versus eye health. So let's get into beauty blunder number 1. So beauty blunder 1 revolves around your hygiene and your habits when it comes to your eye care. Not removing makeup at night, sharing your makeup, and not changing our makeup out frequently enough are common mistakes we make when it comes to our makeup habits. Removing at night. It's critical to get all of your makeup off at night. I advise using a makeup eraser and water to reduce the amount of chemicals you introduce into your eye care routine. But what's most critical is just getting your makeup off. I do see patients who sleep in their eye makeup and then remove it in the morning. And to that I would say, again, it's just so much better if you can limit the amount of time that chemicals have to sit on your eyelids, your eyelid margins, and just get it off at night before you go to bed. The second is like sharing your makeup with your friends and your family, or even something you might not think about, using the shared makeup counter at like beauty counters at big box stores. So you go in and there's makeup everywhere and all these samples you can try, but using that eye makeup is actually a big no-no. So they can be full of bacteria and contribute to infections, blepharitis, which is inflammation of your lid margin, and even dry eyes and allergy. Again, make sure to clean makeup brushes and throw away any sponges you're using for application frequently as well. So as a recap, Beauty Blunder 1 revolves around hygiene. Get the makeup off at night, clean your brushes, replace your makeups, especially eye makeups, frequently, and don't share it with family, friends. Don't use it at beauty counters. Blunder number 2 has to do with our current lash obsession. So there's a lash obsession in today's culture, whether it's extensions or serums. It seems like every day I see new information on what people are doing to their lashes. So I actually have made videos about this. I've got one on extensions that I'll link above. But extensions are a problem for lots of reasons. So first, the glue is often problematic and contains preservatives or other ingredients that are toxic to both the cells of your cornea and conjunctiva. That's the clear front covering on your eye and the white of your eye. Secondly, when we pay a lot of money for extensions, we tend to want to keep them for as long as possible, right? So we might not be cleaning our makeup or cleaning our lashes as thoroughly down to the base of the lashes as we would otherwise, because we're kind of gingerly cleaning them so as not to lose a bunch of lashes and have to get them refilled sooner. So not cleaning them as well can lead to a buildup of dead skin cells and debris on your lash margin and lead to an inflammatory condition called blepharitis. I made a video all about blepharitis. I will link it above. Thirdly, long lash extensions, while beautiful, change what we call your lid dynamics. Your eyelashes are actually designed to keep wind out of your eyes, but when lashes are in place, when you have especially long lashes, a wind tunnel-like effect can take place, which redirects wind towards your eyes and actually dries out your cornea and leads to watering or discomfort or even dry eye. And finally, sensitivity to the chemicals in the lash glue often causes a contact dermatitis, irritation, inflammation of the lid margin, and that sort of thing needs to be treated by a doctor. The second thing I see happening with lashes are the use of serums, and lash serums, even over-the-counter lash serums, often contain prostaglandins, and prostaglandins are pro-inflammatory and therefore are not the most gentle on lids, especially if you're already prone to dry or sensitive eyes. In addition, prostaglandins cause orbital fat loss that can't come back, right? So that can leave your eyes appearing sunken in or even exacerbate dark circles around your eyes. So some of these over-the-counter products or even prescription lash serums have prostaglandins in them. And again, prostaglandins can cause fat loss within the orbit, which can make your eyes look more sunken. Another thing I see happening are perms and lifts to the lashes, and my main concerns with those are in the chemicals used. The chemicals in an eyelash perm solution can contain ammonia and formaldehyde, which can kill the delicate structures that are important to eye health. Those are the meibomian glands. So I've done videos on meibomian glands before, and I'll link that above as well. But those lay at the base of the lids and produce the oil of our tears. And so if we're harming your meibomian glands, you're not gonna have the tears you need. And then also of note, because I recently saw it, there are strengthening solutions for the lashes on the market. I added this one in because I happened to find one of these recently when I was doing a Marshall's run one Friday afternoon. And when I flipped the lash strengthening solution over, it did contain problematic chemicals like phenoxyethanol and was preserved with BAK, which is known to be toxic to corneal epithelial cells. So lashes are a big beauty blunder. Avoid serums, avoid lash extensions, definitely avoid perms and strengthening solutions. Always turn over the bottle and look at what you're truly putting on your lashes. Beauty Blunder 3 is unsuspecting skincare. So the biggest one in this category is retinol. Any eye cream can actually contain some of the problematic chemicals that cause problems at the ocular surface, and I'll just leave a list of some of those chemicals down below, and that list is actually always evolving and changing. So I'm going to put it in the description, and then as I find more ingredients that are a problem for the ocular surface, I'll add them to the list. But again, one of the big ones, and I made a whole video on this as well, is retinol. Retinol around the eyes is a big no-no because retinol works on sebaceous glands. That makes it a miracle for acne, but a disaster for your meibomian glands because your meibomian glands are tiny sebaceous glands that line your eyelids, and they're responsible for the top layer of your tears. So without those meibomian gland oily secretions, dry eye becomes very, very common. Another common ingredient unsuspecting in skincare is bakuchiol, and you may be drawn to bakuchiol because it's a more natural alternative to retinol. It certainly seems like a good idea, but unfortunately, due to its anti-androgen activity, it can also have a negative impact on meibomian glands. And again, I made a whole video about bakuchiol. I'll link it above. I might be out of links at this point. You can tell I make a lot of videos about eye makeup. All right, so Beauty Blunder 4 is unsuspecting makeup. In the same vein as unsuspecting skincare around the eyes, makeups can contain retinol. They can have problematic preservatives, so alcohol, BAK, formaldehyde, which can cause hair loss. And I will add the rest of that list down in the description below because it does always change. But always flip over your makeups and make sure they don't have harmful preservatives in them. And finally, we're made it there, guys. Beauty blunder number 5 is not using sunscreen. The skin around your eyes is delicate, and 5 to 10% of skin cancer occurs around the eyes and eyelids. And so not using sunscreen, not using other sun protection like hats and sunglasses is a huge beauty blunder that I see. If you do nothing else, protect those delicate eyes from the sun. All right, so I hope that was a helpful place to start to keep your eyes beautiful and healthy for a long time. It's now time for you to go complete an audit of your makeup and skincare collection. Clean your brushes and make sure to dig out your sun hat for summer. But that's it for Saturday school. Thanks for attending. This does count as extra credit. You're an overachiever, and I recognize that. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up because that's how YouTube knows that it's helpful and wonderful. And are you a subscriber? Because you should be. Hit it below, and I'll see you next time.